How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we have to take a look at the crypto market. We got some news from Joe Biden actually forgiving student loans. We have another reason to buy Bitcoin. We have to look at some Tesla news and a competitor of Tesla that just unveiled a new model, which we'll talk about. And we'll also talk about Ethereum because they just had a little bit of a hiccup getting ready for the merge and they actually had to roll back. So if you don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe button, I appreciate that. There will be timestamps underneath the video so that way you can skip around. I do want to thank Margex partway through the video as well, but we'll talk more about that later. So the market is looking pretty good today. You can see that we're up 0.6%. Ethereum is still moving up a bit. Bitcoin's up 1%. A couple other cryptocurrencies are obviously up too, but overall the market's looking pretty good here today. We have the stock market up pretty significantly as well, with the NASDAQ up about 1%. This is interesting because the 10-year treasury is going up after Joe Biden just announced that they're going to forgive $10,000 in federal student loans for individuals making less than $125,000 per year. Now, this is just my commentary on it. It sounds like this is going to be a one-time thing. So anyone that's going to school now won't necessarily, or maybe going to school next year, won't necessarily get to take advantage of this. And if you make $125,000 a year, or six figures, let's say, I don't know if you really need this $10,000. It's going to come from somewhere, right? It's going to come from taxpayers, or it's just going to happen and we're going to have more debt. The fact is, I think it's good. It's going to be beneficial to the people that really need it, which are under, probably $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. But the people above that, I think, don't necessarily need it. I know that'll make me unpopular in the comments a bit, but the fact is, it's got to come from somewhere, right? If it was free money, sure, that'd be fantastic. But the fact is, it has to come from somewhere. It seems just like pandering before the election. It seems like them trying to get some extra votes. But again, I don't know if it's going to be beneficial to everyone, or it's really necessary for everyone that's going to be included in it. Now, with that in mind, we have had some other inflationary things happen recently with the Inflation Reduction Act, which we'll talk about here in a second. But I think all this just shows that it's going to be really beneficial to hold something that is just programmed money, like Bitcoin. As you can see, day after day, day after day, day after day, the fact is Bitcoin stays the same, right? We have the same amount of Bitcoin being released. We don't have big announcements like this that are going to cost hundreds of billions of dollars or billions of dollars, whatever it is, tens of billions of dollars. We don't have big proclamations like that by Satoshi just to try to get votes. And I think that's another good point towards Bitcoin, is the fact that you just know exactly what you're going to get. You can see the Bitcoin halving clock. In 589 days, 16 hours, 41 minutes, and 18 seconds, we're going to have half as much as a reward. And that just continues and continues and continues. And that's what I like so much about it. You know exactly what's going to happen moving forward with the circulating supply. You can base your math on how many people are going to adopt it, and then you can figure out where the price is going to go over time. So I think that's fantastic when we get stuff like this that comes out. The other thing about this is a lot of lower income families don't benefit from this because they can't go to college in the first place. So if you're really trying to help out, people that are in debt or in difficult situations, I think it would probably make more sense to honestly just give stimulus than try to forgive some student loans. But obviously this is a buzz word and just something that people want to happen. So they're going to pick up some extra votes from this. Now, I do want to thank partner of the channel, Margex, and then we're going to get to some other really important news for Tesla owners, for just consumers in the US, and for Ethereum holders and cryptocurrency holders. Now, a lot of crypto traders are losing money because the market keeps on falling, and it's very unpredictable. How can you actually earn profits if you're trading crypto in a bear market besides just, buying and holding long term? The fact is you can diversify your trading strategy by using something like Margex to long and short Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Margex is a Bitcoin-based multi-asset platform that allows you to trade other cryptocurrencies on leverage, short and long. So Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are available to trade on up to 100x leverage with no KYC. They've even been nominated by finance magnates as one of the most user-friendly trading platforms. It also features something called the MP Shield, which protects traders from illiquidity and also from price manipulation that flash crashes and flash liquidates short and long positions. Margex is also giving exclusive bonuses to try leverage trading without any risk involved. Sign up on Margex in a minute using an award-winning interface. Sign up with my link in the description. Enter promo code FRIEND100 and get $100 of free funds to trade and test your trading skills. Every Margex user can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, ADA, Solana on 100x leverage. The minimum deposit is only $10 and the minimum trade is only $1. Keep in mind, leverage positions do involve risk. This is why you should only trade small amounts if you're uncomfortable. Again, users get $100 free with that promo code that allows them to trade without risk, and all deal indicators are on screen and available in real time. Users can pick between cross margin and isolated margin for each trade. Cross margin shares the trader's available balance among all the leverage positions that use cross margin, either by using the pen or scrolling all the way to the left with the slider. Margex's fees are very competitive compared to other crypto exchanges, which is really good considering their MP Shield. And you can deposit over 10 different cryptocurrencies to fund your account, from Ethereum to Bitcoin to USDT, Polygon. All you have to do again is use my promo code FRIEND100 with the link underneath the video, and then you can get those free funds to start trading today. Now, recently, Joe Biden signed into law the $369 billion for climate and energy programs, along with hundreds of billions of dollars for other initiatives. And this was all included in the Inflation Reduction Act. The fact is, this is going to help Tesla owners, Tesla stock owners. This is going to help other vehicle owners as well. But Tesla is going to benefit so greatly from this. And I was just laughing because the new Urus just came out. If you don't know what that is, that's the Lamborghini like crossover SUV, whatever you want to call it. And they just came out with their new Performante. The specs are interesting. Obviously, it's going to be fast. It's 3.3 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, which is 62 miles per hour in 3.3 seconds, a lot of torque. It's going to start, though, at $261,000 compared to something like a Tesla. Tesla Model X Plaid is $139,000, so basically half the price, and is 25% faster in the 0 to 60 mile per hour time. It costs half as much and has better performance. I think it looks just as cool, especially with the back doors. And then if you want something a little bit cheaper, you can get something, if you're willing to add an extra 0.2 of a second to your 0 to 60, which honestly isn't that much. It's just about 5 or 6% slower on the 0 to 60 time. You can buy it for 1/4 the price. So I think Tesla obviously has such a lead in electric vehicles, but even over just ICE vehicles, when you try to make them fast, Tesla's just going to exceed expectations for the price, and that's really evident with the new Urus. Now, there is some news for Ethereum. This is a little bit clickbaity, I think. This title, Ethereum merge in trouble, developers find bugs ahead of planned update. Peter, an Ethereum software developer, announced on Twitter that they had found a regression that resulted in corrupted state. He explained that it was probably one of the pull requests that had been merged towards the new storage model or online pruner. In a later update, the developer highlighted that the problem was will likely affect those who are running the release in terms of corrupting their database and resulting in the loss of data. He added that the issue of data loss happens on shutdown, and this is why the tests were unable to catch the bug. However, they were able to provide a fix after a day. They apologized on Twitter for missing the issue during the testing phase and promised to figure out how to do better stress tests moving forward. Now, this doesn't seem like it's going to affect the merge at all. That's why I said I think it's a little bit clickbaity just to incite a little bit of fear. But to be fair, I guess it is pretty accurate. And they were just answering the question, is the Ethereum merge in trouble after this bug was found? So I think this is something that we have to pay attention to moving forward, but it sounds like everything's okay. The merge is still set pretty soon coming up here. And we do have activity coming later this week, as I said in my video yesterday. Be on the lookout because Jerome Powell speaks at Jackson Hole on Friday. We have inflation data coming out. The crypto market's looking good, but we have to continue to monitor. Now, let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Definitely check out Margex. Let me know what you think about the new student loan forgiveness, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.